So, I've been testing Amazfit's new Balance Smartwatch. So called, the company says, because it's designed to achieve a lifestyle balance between work, life and wellness. They seem to be promising a smartwatch that's easy to live with. First impressions are very positive. I think it's very good looking. It's around 10mm slim, with slim bezels, and it's very light. It's just 35 grams excluding the strap. This version with a silver bezel comes with a fabric strap. There's also a black version with a silicone strap. The straps are standard fit and easily changeable. There's a large and bright 1.5-inch 480 by 480 pixel touchscreen, and there's a healthy complement of sensors on the back. There's an optical heart rate monitor, plus a blood oxygen sensor and an internal temperature sensor. Now, the case is rather refreshingly free of clutter. There's nothing on the left-hand side but a microphone hole and a hole for the speaker. And on the right-hand side, there's a digital crown which you can turn around and push in, and a near-flush extra button. It's water resistant to 50 meters. The interface is fairly straightforward and easy to use. There's often more than one way of accessing a particular function. It's customizable, and there's also the option of an icon-based menu. I slightly prefer the button mode, which gives more control to the buttons than to swiping actions. Overall, I found it very comfortable to wear and easy to operate, although I did find I could inadvertently push in the crown wheel a bit too easily. Accuracy on the essential measures seems pretty good to me. My step count and altitude gained were very close to those I recorded on other devices. By default, heart rate is only measured every 10 minutes, so it can initially appear to be a bit laggy when you're exercising, though you can reduce the interval to 1 minute. However, as soon as you start a workout, it starts monitoring continuously, and I found it's matching other devices pretty well. It also automatically switches on GPS tracking in appropriate activities, for example, walking. And I found it very accurate here too. You can see outline breadcrumb trails of where you've been by scrolling down. You also get full maps in the companion Zep app, which really do track exactly where you've been. Incidentally, there are 150 different kinds of exercise catered for in the workouts, including, amazingly, one for board and card games. There's a basic music player, there's a choice of built-in watch faces, and plenty more you can download either free or for a small fee. And there's also a very limited app store. The touchscreen is responsive, and the notifications worked well for me with an iPhone. There is also NFC for payments, which works in the UK through an agency called Curve, and there's a body composition function for the upper half of your body, which you operate by putting 2 fingers on the buttons. It's all very positive, and the price is reasonably easy to live with too, £229.90, which places it a good bit below market leaders like the Apple Watch Series 9 and Galaxy Watch 6, the Pixel Watch and most Garmin's. The most easy to live with aspect of the Balance, though, is the battery life. The company claims up to 14 days per charge, and I think you can achieve that. After my first charge, I was down to 40% after 9 days of fairly light but continuous usage. The more functions you use, obviously the less life you get. An hour on GPS, for example, knocks about 4% off the battery for me. Overall, though, these sort of battery statistics are very good for a smartwatch and make it very usable. You're much more inclined to wear the watch to bed and track everyday activities as workouts. When charging is required, there's a puck-style charger linked to USB-A. You can also rate yourself for stress, and there's Amazfit's normal PAI, or Personal Activity Intelligence Index, which condenses your exertions into a single score. And there's something called a Readiness Index, which examines things like your sleep and exercise and claims to tell you how ready you are for the day. After a workout, you get a training effect figure, the impact of an activity on your aerobic and anaerobic fitness. Though some of these features do require more sensing and, again, a bit of a hit to the battery life. For me, all these figures can be a tad overwhelming, and you have to do a bit of a reality check and remind yourself that these indexes are largely dependent on things like an accelerometer on your wrist and an optical heart rate monitor, so it may be best not to read too much into them. Amazfit's Aura AI, a premium subscription service that tries to relax you with ambient sounds, is also available. And there's a whole range of coaching features. Dedicated fitness enthusiasts, though, might be concerned that there's no option to add Bluetooth devices. But if you can manage without them, the Balance is a very attractive, comprehensive and usable smartwatch at a rather reasonable price. I think it does actually achieve a good balance between functions, really could suit your lifestyle and be an excellent buy.